Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Hi.
everybody. Happy Thursday.
Reverend Jeryl in the house.
Yeah.
And the angel, Teri Angel. Good morning. Please help us share this out.
The Reverend and the Angel.
Share.
Good morning.
And no gator.
Yes, let's share. See
There
if
we
I've
are.
got a
Got it. Oh, wait. Don't share.
Don't share yet. And I don't see you yet. Interesting.
I don't see it on the computer, but I see it on my phone.
Okay, I do not see it on my computer either. I don't see it on my phone.
I've got it on the phone, but where is it? Let me just refresh. Don't share, but come in and say hello to us.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. That is so interesting.
I'm not getting us anywhere. It's sad.
Well, why is this? Okay. Very interesting things you're doing there, Facebook.
That is wild. Oh, I see you on this phone. Okay.
Oh, this
Brenda
says,
Riley is with us. Good morning, Brenda.
This one says how to connect with angels is live.
Okay, so
all right.
I'm
we're not finding it, and people are not finding it, so I'm going to stop this one.
Okay.
So don't share yet. Trying this again. This is take 2. So, hello. Hi, Wendy. Good morning, Diane. Thanks for finding us. But don't share yet, people. Just enjoy and say good morning. And I'm going to change the settings so that we can share it.
Awesome.
Well, maybe. I still don't see it.
It's still going to Enlightened World Network.
Well, yeah, it should be going there, but it also should go to the other places I told it to go.
It's just not listening to you this morning.
That is so weird.
Hello. Let's see.
Okay, well, I guess the people that come onto it on my timeline are not going to be able to share it, but you can share it from Enlightened World and from How to Connect with Angels. So I don't know what that's all about.
Hi, Wendy, Luann, Sherry Seymour. You made it up again this morning. That's wonderful. Let's see, who else we got? We got a lot of people. Brenda Riley's with us. Yeah, Brenda, Facebook has been having issues all morning. Richard, good morning, Richard. Okay. Let's see if I wish I could share it out to my timeline. Okay, let's see if I can do it from here.
Yeah, this is just something really bizarre now. So, okay, we will go to Enlightened World. And I'm hoping this is not an indicator of things to come today. So amazing.
See if I can do it from here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Something really bizarre now. I can't get it to stop.
Oh,
okay.
Can Brenda share it out now?
Well, as far as I can see, it's not even on my timeline. So share it from either Enlightened World Network, and if you haven't liked that page, go on there and like it so you can share it from there. And the other page is How to Connect with Angels. So you should see it in both of those places. I don't know why I didn't put it where I told it to put it, but that's Facebook. So yes, please share. Oh, I'd love for you to share it to your spiritual page, Brenda. And thank you for sharing, all of you that are. Geraldine, good morning. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Julie Kiss is here.
Hi, Julie and Geraldine. Hi, Robert Doza.
Jennifer. Good morning, Jennifer Langren down in Miami. I hope you're staying safe down there. Yeah, Deirdre, your PC, my PC, Facebook's PC, obviously. They're all just rebelling, I think. Just checked and it's on your wall. Oh, good, Wendy. I'm so glad you were able to share, and thank you for letting us know that. Robert Dosa in the house. Sherry Leighton Gatewood, good morning. Hi, everybody.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. So,
there we go.
How are we today?
Hi, Diane.
How's everybody doing? I had a really restless night last night. I don't know if it was the full moon or the wind. Not quite sure what it was. Hi, Trudy. And another Florida girl.
And hello to Sherry Seymour's friend Lisa. It's nice to have you with us today.
Yes, good
so glad
morning.
you could join us. I'm glad
Bernadette.
everybody could.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody got their coffee and their tea or their favorite beverage of choice.
Good morning.
Good morning. Come on, Angel. Come on over here, sweetheart, and lay
It's
down.
a beautiful sunny day. I'm so glad to hear that because I don't think we're going to get that same experience today. It's
Okay, come over here.
It's really overcast. I couldn't see much of the moon last night at all because of clouds and what was going on up in the sky, but I caught a glimpse of it this morning after I got up. I got up about 6 something, and it peeked out for just a second in between the black clouds. So I did get to say good morning to it. And
Sherry.
the raining, Luann.
Sorry. Sherry Seymour said her night was restless too. I was kind of the same way. I didn't go to sleep until, of course, I napped yesterday. That was my other question this morning. Yesterday, I know I was just exhausted yesterday. I laid down and took, I think, a 2-hour nap yesterday afternoon, and I am not a napper. And oh man, did I have to nap yesterday.
Me too. I tried. I tried to. I set my alarm so that I could have a 2-hour nap, and it ended up being a 1 hour. But it was okay. It was a client, and I did get a booking, which is very rare right now. So, yeah, no Wally today, Wendy. So sorry, honey.
And C. Megan Michael is with us this morning. Good morning. She's down in Orlando, so she's only about 2 hours from us here on the river.
Who is it?
C. Megan Michael. She's an incredible medium, and she's on live quite often on Facebook, and she's just really a neat lady.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see her on the screen.
Hi, Bernadette. She's on my timeline screen. I've got my timeline screen and then our regular screen.
Okay.
So I've got them. I got screens all over the place here.
Deirdre, me too. I'd wake up for water, then 20 minutes later I'd be so I gave up and started my day around 4. Yeah, that's kind of how it was, Deirdre. I finally gave up and just got up out of bed. It's like there's no sense in just laying here. And yeah.
I like Brenda's comment. She says, the energy on the planet feels like 12 cups of coffee. It's so interesting.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It's really, really.
Oh, there you are. See Megan Michael. She showed up now on the screen.
Yeah.
There's a little lag there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
We're here on the river, the St. John's River. I'm about 2 hours north of you. I'm smack dab between St. Augustine and Daytona.
Oh, she's near Nassau.
So, yeah.
Oh, so you are over by Titusville, Melbourne area, up in there, by the Indian River. Yeah, I lived in Melbourne for years. I love that Indian River.
Oh, I kept putting her in Orlando. Sorry about that.
And Sherry started your day early too.
Hi, Carrie. Good morning.
Yeah. Carrie, thank you so much for that video. I shared it with the group and shared it on my timeline. And that was so amazing, wasn't it, to see?
It was.
It's a little froggy just sitting there singing his heart out. And somebody captured that moment. And the water was vibrating with his energy.
Yeah.
And I put a little note when I posted it. It's so amazing to actually see how our energy affects water.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know Jeryl does an amazing job at explaining what happens with water, and that'll be happening again on May 3rd.
Wow.
On our full day of transformation. She will be coming on again and doing the water prayer, the water blessing, and explaining how energy is affected by our words even. Words are energy. So when we speak love,
yes.
when we speak that energy of love and all those good vibrations, it changes the molecules in the water a certain way, which is really beneficial and helps us. And when we speak all of the fear and the panic and the hatred, all the low vibrations, it's a totally different energy, isn't it?
It is. And the water has memory, water response, and not only is the planet covered by 70% water, but our bodies are 70 to 85% water. Mm-hmm. And we have some good news this morning. I want to quickly say good morning to Judy McLean. She's the beautiful artist that helped me paint the wall mural out by the tiny house. She's amazing. But we have great news from Julie Kiss up in New York.
Awesome.
Prayers answered. My husband's got good news about his x-ray. Thank you all so much. God is great. Julie, I have God bumps from head to toe. I am so happy for you and your husband.
Thrilled.
We've been praying for him every day. Group. Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's
thank you for sharing, Julie.
Yes.
We always want to hear that good news. Like when Daisy came home from the hospital, we were celebrating with you, and we're celebrating this morning with you, Julie. Good morning, Becky. I'm so glad you're on here, honey.
And Catherine is with us again this morning.
Winnie Wakoni. Okay, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a name.
Sherry Seymour made a good point. She said, I just had to get on my grandson about using the word hate, even if joking. And here's the thing. The universe doesn't care whether it's a joke or whether you're serious. And that's why when we self-deprecate, when we say something in a joking manner, it doesn't discern. It doesn't distinguish between reality and a joke. And so all words that we say, and also words that are follow the I am statement.
Oh, especially.
I'm so stupid. I'm so clumsy. I'm so this. Well, that just keeps reinforcing that over and over and over again. And so for me, especially when I really started to dive deep in studying about water, and I studied Dr. Emoto's teachings and research, and there's another scientist I'm going to bring out on the next transformation. She's amazing. It is so important, we hear this all the time, we create our reality. But, you can say that all you want, but we don't even really understand sometimes how we create our reality. And it is truly the very simple things that we go through our day. And it's not just our words, but it's our thoughts.
The thoughts and the energy.
Yeah. So
everything has energy.
Yeah. So when you, and we all have them, don't get me wrong. I have them all the time. I'm always in my head going, Holy Spirit, heal my mind. Mm-hmm. Because I was raised to look at the negative side of everything. And so we all, I'm sure at least most of us, have decades of negative training and thought training. Everybody says, expect the best but plan for the worst. Isn't that a common phrase? Mm-hmm. And we automatically go into that. So I really have been, for the last several years, been very cognizant of what I'm thinking and what I'm speaking. And trust me, there isn't a day, maybe an hour that goes by that I don't have to catch myself and go, oops, don't want to slip into that. Or I'll go, you'll hear me saying, no, I'm sorry, it was a joke, and I know, don't take me up on that. That's not what I want to create, and I'll reverse it right away.
Yeah, and thank you, Julie. Put out good will come back to you. It's that law of attraction. For sending out the negative energy, it's going to come back in some way to us. And I loved Deb's show that she did last night. And I put a quote up on Facebook from something she said on there. She said, "Life is a funhouse full of mirrors." Think about that for a minute. That's exactly what it is. It's showing us stuff at every turn, every moment. So if you're looking at that mirror and you're saying, "I don't like you very much," that's what's reflecting back to you. It's that law of attraction. So, yeah, I love that. Life is a funhouse full of mirrors.
And right now, because of the energy out there, and I really believe that part of the whole overall, Deirdre, it is hard to be mindful about everything. That's why I find myself throughout the day just constantly having to self-correct and correct course all the time, because it's tough. It's not easy being conscious, is it? I mean, the payoff is great, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, what's that saying? Ignorance is bliss. And when I wasn't conscious or awake at all, I just went through life doing whatever I wanted to do. Damn the consequences. It did not matter. Nothing mattered but me. And when you wake up, you have to start looking at everything around you, and
and we can't unlearn what we learned.
No.
So it's just being conscious that there are mirrors all around us.
Yeah, there are. Good morning, Joanne McCann New.
Hi, Joanne.
Thank you for
joining. Yes, Jeryl has a wonderful show coming up with Karen Palmer on Rising Up with Jeryl on Saturday. And the wonderful Karen Palmer will be joining me today at 5 o'clock for Gratitude Happy Hour. And she's coming on. And those of you that have joined my team for Peace 2030, you might want to watch the show at 5 o'clock if you can, because I have John and Summer Joy Raymer on with me and Karen, and they're going to explain what Peace 2030 is all about and give us some information.
That's awesome.
So and I need 2 more people on the team, and then we'll have a full team, and we can start doing some of those wonderful things to get more peace coming into the world. So, yippee! I love that.
Becky she says all the time, mirror, mirror. And I love this. Carrie goes, spirit work ain't for wussies. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And this is a good quote from Louise Hay. Sherry Seymour shared, "I moved beyond past limitations into the freedom of now." I love that, Sherry. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? We're at 290 members in our Angelic River family. So Teri said earlier in the week, she told Wendy, in fact, she said, "I bet we hit 300 by the end of the week." So invite people in. You know, this has been a really, well, for me, it's just, it lifts my spirit every morning, and just being with all of you and the interaction in the group. You know, we may be physically isolated from each other, but we're not socially isolated. We are here, we're connecting. You know, if I could bring all of you here and put you here at the river with us, trust me, I would.
And but we are virtually.
This is the next best thing to be in there.
And I want to say good morning to Yvette. Scrolling. Yvette, good morning.
Good morning,
I can't
Yvette.
find your name. And she's asking, what is this all about? Yvette, this is a gathering of our little community, and Wendy just put the name of the group up if you would like to go check it out. We just get together in the morning over coffee and have a conversation, and sometimes we have a gator that hangs out with us. His name is Wally, so you'll be hearing that, and just talking about how we're doing, lifting each other up, lifting the spirits of everyone. And it's just a beautiful thing that happened spontaneously. It wasn't a planned thing that we did. It just happened. And we're so glad that you found us, how you found us. And please come check out Angelic River Family. And the team, Deirdre, thank you for registering. I know Jeryl Ann's on it, Wendy's on it. Angie Taylor, good morning. So the team is all about doing little exercises, and some of it could be like even just reaching out to a friend. It's like compassionate acts that we do to bring more peace into the world. The founder of, it's called SIGN, Synergized Impact Network Exchange. The founder is John Raymer and his wife, Summer Joy Raymer. And Summer has been saying, we're going to have peace on earth by 2030. And so both of them are setting about to bring this into reality. They do something called compassion games, which is just showing compassion and team and having teams and games. It sounds kind of like it might be a competition. There's no competition. This is all working together. It's collaborating together so that we can all do these little acts of kindness, the acts of compassion. And we're going to talk about that tonight at 5 o'clock and today at 5 o'clock and talk about what it means to bring forward peace on earth. And that's been my dream forever. I've always wanted to see the end of all the struggling and the hatred, the bullying, the wars, just bringing more compassion to each other. And we've talked about this, I really feel like that's what this time is all about.
Yeah.
It gives us that time to step back and see, how do I want to live beyond this time that we're all separated and in isolation. So so that's what we're doing. We're bringing peace on earth.
For us to have peace on earth, we have to find peace within.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
we can't find peace within if we have all of those, and I use the terms 3D, egoic, whatever. I mean, whatever term you want to put to it. But lifetime after lifetime, we've all brought forth these, what I would call somewhat heavier, denser energies, judgment, and it expresses itself in many ways. For us to have peace on earth, we have to be in a love vibration. You can't have peace where there's fear. And you can't have peace, which is a high vibration, where there's lower energy vibrations. So this time is really a great way to go within. It's God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, saying, okay, time out. Go to your room and think about what you've done. And to go within and to love yourself and to take care of yourself and look into those dark corners that, some of those things have been hidden. We've been processing like crazy here at the river because you don't have to be in contact with anybody for things to come up. I mean, you can get triggered.
Yeah, I just need to interrupt 1 second.
Yeah.
Wendy, it's peace2030.earth. You left out a zero, honey. Yeah. And, Deirdre, I thought, it's Luann that we're trying to get on the team. Yes, yeah. Luann, please do that. And Diane, I saw that you were going to register, so that would complete our team.
Yeah.
But you can still register and be on a different team. Right. It's like I said, it's not a competition. We're all doing the same thing. Absolutely. For the same goal. So if you go there to peace2030.earth, you can register to participate. And if you want to be on my team, it's called Angel Speakers, all one word. You'll see that when it asks you what team you want to be on. And you can pick your team. I'm limited to 8 people, so first 2 that get there, you get it. Yes, Wendy, it has a 0 after the 2. It's Peace 2030, which is what we're trying to do, is bring peace on earth by 2030 that year.
Our little Belinda is with us this morning. Good morning.
Oh, Karen Palmer showed up. Oh my gosh, Karen, it is so early there for you in California.
It's 5 a.m.
Thank you for coming on the word. You must have known we were talking about you, my darling Karen Palmer. I was just sharing our show tonight. We were talking about Peace 2030. And Karen has been so instrumental in always getting the information out there for us to know what's going on.
Yes.
Sometimes we're not aware that there's something happening that might be of interest to us. We might want to participate. So I'm so grateful for Karen. Yes, Wendy, is peace, the word peace, 2030.earth.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 100 messages already. Oh, thank you, Restream, for telling us that. Angie says, sitting still now to reconnect fully with all the constant distractions we had.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful to have this time. Absolutely.
It is.
It is. Yeah, I say that every day. I'm grateful for this time.
Yeah.
And actually excited about what's going to come out of this.
Yeah. And how we move through this and what we do with this time is going to totally impact what we see on the other side of this.
Yes.
And remember, we're all one. And so each and every one of us, what we do to raise our vibration, to heal those aspects of ourselves that we don't want to take forward with us,
right,
that goes into the collective consciousness. So it's like we're all holding hands and pulling each other up that ladder to ascension. And of course, there's no, right now with Sunday being Easter has always been my favorite holiday. Now, when I was younger, it was because of the Easter candy and the Easter egg hunt and all of that. But, that is the story of ascension. And that is the embodiment of what we are doing now. We are ascending from this third dimensional reality to a 5D. And whether, you have that belief system or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at spiritually or anything else. This is still a really good time to go within and to add to the collective consciousness. And our whole point here is to raise everybody up, to keep the healing going, keep the healing around the planet moving, and to just, take a deep breath, go within, have a cup of coffee, relax, chill out. And the other thing is humor. Oh my gosh, have you seen some of that humor coming out on the internet right now? I know Wendy, it's so funny. She posted a picture of some guy. He's got this virtual bar going on, and he's from England, I think. And he was like dancing around in his green underwear and just making crazy noises. And I mean, talk about insane. And I think Diane's comment was, he's been in isolation way too long. But it made me laugh. It made me belly laugh. And Teri and I have been watching movies. We watched Ghostbusters the other night. I hadn't watched that movie in decades. And, just anything to raise your vibration and get moving.
Yeah, keep centered and breathe.
I did want to make an announcement today, and I'll announce it one more time at the end. Keep centered and breathe. We're going to be doing, I'm going to lead a workshop on addictions. Right now, a lot of people are going, I want to use this time to give up sugar, smoking, I don't know, whatever it is. If they gave out PhDs for having been an addict in every level, I'd have 3 or 4 of them by now. I literally, 7 years ago, I gave up my first addiction, alcohol and cigarettes, and went from that to drugs, to sugar, to prescription drugs. I made a career out of addictions in my life, and so part of my ministry is to help others release themselves from those patterns. And I found I needed support. I was able to isolate here at the river, and my husband was absolutely brilliant. He helped me in every way. Part of the way I got through the first one was I painted anything that didn't move, and it's a good thing he moved or he'd be red today. So it's going to be for 3 weeks right now. We'll see how it goes and what the need is. But it'll be this Friday at 11 a.m. It'll be an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours we have blocked out if we need it. And we'll deal with sugar, we'll deal with cigarettes, we'll deal with alcohol if we need to, whatever it is that we need to deal with, and to start a plan for releasing that 11 a.m. We had to change the time because of some Zoom room conflicts. And I wanted to do it at least 3 weeks in a row because I know I couldn't beat it in a week, or an hour. So this Friday, tomorrow, 11 a.m. in our group, Angelic River Family, under events, you'll see it. And the Zoom link is in there. There's also a password in that. Just read through it. And if you have any questions about it, private message me under Jeryl and Heatherdale, or, just put a message in the group. Because I know Wendy will see it, or Deirdre, or Diane if I don't see it. So I hope you'll be able to join us.
I really hope that you all will take advantage of what Jeryl Ann is offering. I think that's an amazing, amazing thing that will help many people. And thank you, Jeryl Ann, for doing that.
And it's 4 p.m. in the UK.
In the UK, so that's not bad.
And 8 a.m. on the West Coast. So, okay. Carrie said, Teri, how's your energy level? Make sure to replace all that you're giving out.
It's good. I had to take a nap yesterday. But I think that was like the shift in energy that just knocked all of us on our butts. Yeah. But it's a really busy time. I'm not bored at all. That's the good side. I'm constantly doing, like this morning, I have back-to-back-to-back stuff going on, but it's all different. It's different things that I'm doing. I'm seeing a client. We're doing a silent meditation at 10 o'clock. No, I don't have a suntan. Jeryl Ann's got the suntan. I'm just red. But it is. It's good to have that productivity, and because I'm not doing things just to do things. Everything that I do has a purpose, and the angels bring up what I'm to do. And if they give me something, and I'm like, I don't know if I have the energy for that, they kind of clear things out so that I do. They move some things around and say, okay, you're not doing that anymore. Now you're going to do this instead. So it's amazing how they take care of us when we're sometimes too dumb to take care of ourselves. It's like, oh, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. And then they're like, stop, pause, and they have to clear the table. So thank you for thinking of me that way, because it's just something that I do. I've always been driven, and even when I had my own business, I almost worked myself to death because I worked almost 24 hours a day. It was a 24-hour business, but I had that thing where I felt like I had to check on things constantly, so there was never really sleep. So it's like, that's just part of who I am. I'm a Virgo. I don't know if that makes any difference in that drive and wanting to see everything fall into place. Virgos, we're known for a place for everything and everything in its place. And right now, it's like everything's not in its place, God. Everything is kind of our routines. Everything's kind of out of our norm of where we had put it. And now we're being shown that maybe some of those places we put our energy weren't where they were supposed to be. So and I think a lot of people are there are those of us that are A-type personalities, do. But there's also a reaction to this of the only thing we can control right now is our own personal space and environment and what we're putting out there. That we still have control over. So I think there are a lot of people like Teri, and I find I'm doing more than I've ever done in my life with all the shows and everything else. And it's really healthy. It's a really good way to focus and to channel and to keep our vibrations high. But here's the thing. Yes, I have a tan. I take time out every single day to go out and sit in the yard. I take my fur babies with me, and I ground. I ground anywhere from a half hour to an hour. I talk to the angels. I talk to my spirit team. I talk to everybody, and I do Ho'oponopono. I do whatever kind of comes to my mind. And it's so crucial that
in all of this, we practice self-care. And so, yeah, we're getting a lot done. Everybody's, I miss seeing posts all the time. Yeah, I cleaned out my closets. I cleaned out my kitchen cupboards. I did this. I did that. And that is so amazing. Mm-hmm. But do take time to go within and to take care of yourself, because self-love, self-care.
Absolutely.
I think that's part of what's going on now, too, because we wouldn't do it before. We just kept going so crazy that we weren't. So have a little balance and take the time. Because Teri does, she takes a little time for herself.
Yeah.
Not as much as I wish she would, but she does.
I do my meditation time, and
I got to put a log on.
Thank you. And I know the silent meditations that we do on Enlightened World, that really helps me. I know that there's people that are sitting and doing their own meditation, taking in energy, but I'm so connected with the founder, Dr. Ruth Anderson, and Deb Goldberg. The three of us sit in meditation, and that helps me because we just see what we're visualizing for the world, and we really pour a lot of energy into healing the world and getting us all back into being able to come back together again. So we're pouring that type of energy out there. So I do meditate on my own. I write, and that's really, I think, essential at this time, to pour out your thoughts. Write the letters to yourself if you haven't done that yet. We call them letters of love. And you just sit and write what you're experiencing and how you want to be coming out of this. Are there things that you're doing that you want to continue? Did you develop some new habits? Did you discover something about yourself, and that's led you to maybe something that you're going to do in your life, some direction you're going to take in what you do? Are there habits that you have seen that need to be gone? That's what this is all about. It's going in and clearing out the things that aren't helping us, the things that are standing in our way of being the very best we can be, spiritually and physically. It really is that time to let everything reflect back to us of what we're putting out, and going back to Deb's words, and it just really brings it into a reality. It's a fun house full of mirrors, so we can see in other people what we need to. Sorry, the light just flew over. It's a little windy here, but look in those mirrors while you're doing this time of reflection. Look in your mirrors and see what they're saying to you, and what they're showing you to come up to heal. That's what this is all about. So, thank you, Luann. I'm sure you did, honey. And Diane, I hope you did too, and that will complete our team. So thank you. Yeah, this is that time. It's that time to really get to know us again. We've gotten so busy with busy work, and now it's time to just sit and reflect. And Diane, I know you had asked me earlier about if I was going to be on the air. I am at 10 o'clock. We're doing the silent meditation, but if you're going on at 10, that's fine. We're going to be having a lot going on as the group members start doing more things online, and so if you want to do 10 o'clock, we are doing the silent meditation at that time today and tomorrow, and that's the time that we had scheduled it for. Hi, Carol Allen.
Hi, Carol. It's nice to see you this morning.
Oh, cool. Noon is good for you. Thank you, Diane. The silent meditations that we do are so powerful, with all of us bringing our energy together. And I will not be on the air at noon.
Good.
I won't be available because I have something going on, but I can't be there for that. But Diane, I always listen to what you have to say. So that's the beauty of Facebook Lives, because they don't go away, thank God. They're always there for us to go back and listen to when we can at our convenience.
Yeah. And for those of you that might be new, to Coffee and Conversation. At about 8:20, Teri does a beautiful, beautiful meditation and prayer. So we lift up prayers for people. And what we ask is that please put any special, oh my gosh, and we just have one. Please put any special prayer requests in the comments, and we'll read them out beforehand. In fact, right now, Deirdre says, I have a dear friend who's so broken about losing 3 close friends in the span of 4 days. Could we please add him in our prayers today? His name is Jimmy Walters. Absolutely, Deirdre. You know, we have, I don't know if your friend Jimmy is up in New York, but there have been so many deaths up in the New York area. And so we're finding that a lot of people, in fact, Peggy, I'm drawing a blank on her last name right now. Mulcahy. She has lost her person as well. So we do hold those people up.
Yeah, and we're starting to get a few in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol, for popping in here and giving us that prayer request for Craig and Velvet Schneider.
Yeah.
Craig had a tree fall on him while he was taking it down. He's in ICU. We'll definitely do that. And I wanted to say hello to Joanne Castillo.
Hi, Joanne.
Who came in. Joanne has a beautiful spa in Plantation, Florida that Jeryl and I love.
Yes, absolutely.
And she does a beautiful job with massage and foot detox and facials. And unfortunately, it's not considered an essential business at the moment, even though I think it's essential. But I've done angel circles at her wellness studio, and it's absolutely amazing and beautiful. Thank you, Joanne. And Joanne, I really hope that you can stay on for the meditation and prayer. And if you want to put yourself or anyone else into the circle for that, please feel free to do so. And yes, Wendy, the meeting's at 1:30. He's here on Staten Island, New York. Yeah. It's from Deirdre.
Yeah, there's been, New York has been really hit hard. I think there were 1,000 deaths in one day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alone. It's, it really is.
Oh, yes, you're going to stay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, this is the time, as Jeryl said, put in your prayer requests, anybody that you want to put in there. You don't have to say a name. You can just say, friend, family member, whatever it might be. And we always bring the requests for peace on earth, but also requests for right now for everybody that's going through all of this energy, going through the isolation and the separation. And yes, Joanne, we definitely will keep Jackie in our prayers. I pray for her every day.
Oh, this is really, really good. Julie, thank you for this information. She says, so funny, this in my email today. This moon is in the phase of waxing gibbous, which helps you move on from bad habits. If you've been munching on foods that probably aren't too good for you, use the energy of this moon to help you break free of them. The time is right.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Absolutely. Wow, what great timing for the workshop tomorrow.
Yeah,
this is wonderful.
Yeah,
so we're going to use that energy to release those habits that just don't serve us anymore,
Yeah.
It's time.
It is time.
It's really time.
Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday on my meditation. It is time. And that's coming from the angels, too. They're telling us. They're speaking loud and clear. And somebody else came in that I didn't recognize the name. Shannon Bryant. Good morning, and hello, and welcome.
And Elizabeth, I wouldn't even try to pronounce your last name.
Yeah, hi Elizabeth.
So good morning to you and welcome.
And if you want to tell us how to say it, you can feel free to do that, but welcome.
Yes, Deidre, we are. Yes. They're asking if we're having our meeting. We're having a meeting with our moderators today. So that we can keep up and make sure that we keep this thing going and serving you guys and serving us and so that we're all on the same sheet of music, if you will.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and good morning to you. And Sherry Layton Gatewood said a friend's daughter, a young nurse working in the ER.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of our medical professionals. We always lift them up as well. Paramedics, nurses, doctors, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
They're out there right now when we're sitting at home. And, you know, I've got a sister that's in the medical profession, and I worry about her every day. Please keep her safe. You know, please don't let any of this affect those that are so close and so loved. I don't want it to affect anybody, but, you know, it's like those that we are so close to, we want to hold close. So thank you all for holding your family and your friends close to you as well.
Yeah. It's important at this time.
It is. And Ibrahim Kea, hello and welcome. Welcome to the family. We are a family. That's what this group is all about. It's a community based on love. And that's what we do. We lift each other up. We share burdens. We share laughs. So come into our little group. It's little, but it's growing. And it's Angelic River Family. And Sally De La Rosa showed up. Good morning.
How's your wife doing this morning? We've been holding Sally and her wife up in our prayers. She's been going through some medical issues. So, you know, there are a lot of people that are really going through medical issues that aren't the COVID-19, and we need to lift those people up in prayer as well. Expectant mothers, you know, now only the father, and in some cases even the father can't go in to the delivery room. It's a complicated time. There is no, oh good, yay, Sally said she's fabulous today. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That's
and
wonderful.
Sherry, I'm glad you got us back too. Yeah, Sherry had frozen for a moment and had to come back in.
Yeah, we take prayer requests, but we sure do like the good news too. We want to be the good news channel as well. Yeah. So share that good news with us when we have it. I love that she's doing better. Well, I lost my train of thought, so that's okay. I wasn't supposed to say it.
Just welcome everyone. Welcome. We're going to go into meditation in just a moment. And for any of the new people, I just want to share, we're not a religion. We don't force any thoughts, any beliefs on anybody. Bring your own God. Bring your own God of your understanding, because that's what we all do. We don't preach to you about you have to do this or you can't do that. Right. We're just an open group that loves our Creator and loves each other, and that's what we focus on. We don't try to focus on anything negative. The prayer requests that come in, we don't see as a negative. We see that as holding each other up, carrying each other's burdens, and then lifting those burdens up to our Creator so that we don't have to carry them, so that we can give them away to be taken care of. So, yes, thank you all for being here. Sally, severe food allergies, gluten and dairy intolerance, severe swollen intestines disease, which can be acute. Oh, it certainly can, Sally. Thank you. Thank you for sharing so that we can focus on all of that being released and healed. Yeah. Okay, so it's time. So it's time. So I encourage all of you, if you can, to find a place to just, for about 10 minutes or so, just to gather your energy together with ours, so that we're not scattered, that you can feel into the collective energy of this group that's gathered here. You can focus on the river behind us. That's a beautiful scene to meditate to. Or you can close your eyes and really feel the energy without any distractions.
And Elizabeth said prayers to everyone suffering from depression and mental illness. Thank you, Elizabeth, for bringing that up, because a lot of people are also suffering from grief. I mean, almost everyone on the planet is, because the world as we know it is dying in that sense. And we're all in some stage of grief over that. And depression is part of one stage of grief, and also those people who do suffer from depression and mental illness already feel isolated. So I'm sure they're feeling even way more isolated now than even before. So yes, thank you for bringing that up. We really need to lift everybody up in prayer. What kind of view would we like to give them this morning, Teri, for the meditation? Do you want to do some river over there, or
I can turn it so that you're seeing more of the river and not us?
Great.
Let's see if we can get you a river view.
Oh, that's nice.
Here we go. Now you got the river to look at. But
you're welcome, Sally.
Continue to put your prayer requests in if you have some that's a burning desire that you want to let us know about. Continue to hold these people in your mind, whoever it may be, and then focus. I encourage you, after you've typed in, after you've seen what's there, to let's really center and focus. And this is what the angels have shown me, that we're so distracted even when we are in a meditation that somebody's doing, or we're listening to music for us to meditate by. We're still pulled. We still have that pull of, okay, somebody's texting me. I got to see what that is. Somebody's might be doing something on Facebook that I'm going to miss. We're so distracted, and that's the whole point of taking this time out, is to stop being so distracted and do that inner work that is there at this time. We have this absolutely great opportunity, people. It's a great opportunity to center and balance and do what we came here to do, and create this new earth that we're going into, to really create and have it the way we see it in our vision, how we want to see it there. So let's take time and take a moment right now. It's not a long time. It's just a few moments gathering our energy together. And that's what this part of our broadcast is for, is to gather together and really focus on all these requests that we're bringing forward. You all entrusted us, as you put those thoughts and those words out there, you entrusted us to hold you up for those prayer requests. So let's center right now, either looking at the river or closing your eyes and pulling in the energy. Let's pull in the energy of peace into our heart. As you breathe in a deep breath, focus on that word peace. Ever what that looks like to you. What does peace look like to you? And releasing that breath, start to relax. And then breathe in love. And breathe that out. As you focus on that breath and focus on these words, it will start to bring you to center. It will start to bring you to a really balanced energy as you envision and think what it is that you want, because thoughts become things. So let's hold that image of peace. Let's hold that image of love. If you want to envision a big pink heart to bring that energy to you, let's all do that. Envision the warmth, envision holding another, just really holding that energy of hugs and warm exchanges. And now breathing in again, start to breathe in the white light. The white light that's so warm and so caring. And bring that into your heart. We're filling the heart center right now. We're filling it up with love, with peace, with pure, unconditional love. And I feel we need to center, so let's take that next breath in and let it travel. Let it go down your body, out the bottom of your feet, and into the center of earth. And I'm calling in Archangel Jeryl to help us to feel that centered energy from earth. Just take a moment in that middle earth, that beautiful center, to bring that energy back up through your legs. Let it sit there for a moment to really balance and center. That's our root chakra, and that's where our sense of safety and security is. So we want to feel very safe. You are safe here. This is a safe container for us all to come together, to laugh, to cry, to lift each other, to bring all these prayer requests. So feel into that safety net that's been thrown out there for all of you to gather you together right now. And then pull that all the way back up to your heart and let it anchor in your heart. Ask your angels to surround each one of us. There may be a specific angel that has come to you to help you connect with your higher self. Let's do that now. Ask that angel, or ask just in general the archangels to lift your vibration higher, help you to reach that place where your higher self is, that's helping you and guiding your life. And I'm feeling Archangel Gabriel coming forward very prominently to help us all have a better understanding of what that means. Help us to see ourselves the way God sees us. So connecting with that energy now, that is you. It's a fragment of you that's in the spirit form. Just give a warm embrace, like you're connecting with an old friend, a familiar friend, and give a warm hug to your higher self. Now let's focus on all of those requests that were put forth today. Anything that you verbalized in your words to lift others up. And we're so grateful to the prayers that are already beginning to be answered. People being able to come home from the hospital. People getting good test results. So grateful for anyone who has contracted the COVID-19 and they're able to live beyond contracting it. They're able to really fight it enough to get it out of their system and to move forward. We're so grateful for that. And we lift up those who didn't survive, and their family and their friends that are grieving for them, and any other losses that have happened during this time. Losses that were so deep and deeper because we weren't able to comfort each other. We lift up anyone with illnesses and disease at this time. We lift up those who are rejoicing over good news and rejoicing over things that have happened that it may be dampened by the separation and the isolation, and you can't go out and have a big party and celebrate in the way that you would want to do that. We lift up anyone with good news right now to really feel the joy of that good news and really be in an exhilarated state in the midst of all that's going on. So let's take all of these prayer requests, all of the ones that are still struggling and the ones that are rejoicing, and anybody that has that deep desire to see others to end the suffering, the request for peace on earth. Let's bring the request for our healthcare workers to be protected and safe as they are on the front line helping everyone that's dealing with this. Let's lift up our other caretakers, the police departments, our governments that are trying to figure out how to help everyone in the world right now, the leaders of every country, trying to figure out how they can best serve the people in their countries. Let's lift them up. It doesn't matter what your political views are. Let's send energy that they will make the best decisions for all of us. And if I've forgotten anybody, God, and sending out energy right now to those who are helping us, just know that that intention is there. That intention of seeing the whole world united together, working on peace, working on a resolution, and bringing this to a place where we can see each other physically again. And we set that intention very strongly for all healing to take place, for protection to take place. And God, I know you're hearing our prayers. I know you see the words, but I know you see beyond the words. You see what's in our hearts. May our hearts be pure. May our hearts realize that we don't have to carry this burden alone. You are not alone. Feel into the energy as we bring all of these prayers and we drop them. We drop them at the foot of the Creator. Just envision they're all laying there. They're glistening like diamonds as I look at them. I want you to see that too. See everything that's there, that's been placed there by this group. Just really shining brilliantly. As God's energy covers all of those prayer requests. Look at how bright they're shining. Isn't it a beautiful sight to see? Give gratitude right now that these prayers are seen. They're seen, they're heard, they're acknowledged. Thank you, God, for that. Thank you for letting us see that vision of the prayers not being kept hidden, not being kept inside, but being brought forth as we lift each other up. Hold that image in your heart and hold that love in your heart. The love that the Creator has for all of us. And we thank you, God. And yes, I call it God. That's what I've always called it. But you may call it by a different name. That's okay. Every time you relate, every time you resonate with the Creator, use your own words to give thanks. I still feel somebody out there with a really heavy heart. There's like a tightness in the chest. So I'm asking you to let that go. Let it go. Breathe right into that tightness. Maybe it's something that's inside of you that you hold on to. Be gentle with you. Know that you're in a safe enough place to let that go. You're wrapped in the arms of the angels and you're wrapped in the arms of this group as we gather together. I'm feeling a lot of emotions amongst our group today as we're bringing these prayers. A lot of people are feeling so passionately about the things that they're bringing forth and the people in their lives. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel emotion. And then let's let it go. Let's surrender it. Feel into the love. And just say a moment of love and gratitude to God, first of all. And to the angels. To this beautiful planet that we're on. Say some gratitude. Let Mother Earth fill our hearts full of gratitude and love. Let her feel our desire to have peace on earth. And then let's bring our center back to our hearts, back to all that love that's sitting in there. give some love to yourself. Right now, just wrap your arms around you and feel the angel wings as they surround you at the same time. And say to yourself, I love you.
I love you.
How many times we do that? Do we just say, I love you? We need to hear that. Our soul needs to hear that. And now let's share that love. Now that you've filled your heart totally full, it's overflowing, you just can't hold it any longer. Let's do our heart telephone. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful thing we do here. And aren't we beautiful? Our love is beautiful. So hold that beauty inside. Hold that love in your heart as you get ready to send it out. You picked up the phone. You're ready to dial. You reach out to the person next to you. And you take their hand of yours. Bring it up to your heart center. And you look at that person. And you say, I love you.
I love you.
Feel that. Let it come around to you. Just give it a moment. Wait for it. And there it is. There it is. It came all the way around our circle. It came back to our heart center, filling us again with so much light, so much love. And then let's say out loud to the whole group, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I see your words. I love you. Thank you, Marianne, and welcome. Welcome this morning. Thank you, Julie Kiss. Thank you, Janie Markham. Thank you to all of you who participated by sharing your requests, by sharing your energy to lift up those requests. I love you so very much. This has been an amazing morning together. I love this time. Thank you so much.
And welcome to those who came in at the end. Yes. And if you're not a member, please go to our group, Angelic River Family. We're just a group of people, souls that love each other, that want to help lift each other up through this time, and raise our vibrations and support each other through our trials as well as our celebrations. So please do join us.
And share. And yes, tears. I felt so much emotion as I was feeling into the energy of the group. And whoever had that heaviness, it was like right here. It really was sitting heavy right here. And I don't feel it now. So thank you for releasing that. Oh, beautiful. I am going to have to go. I have an appointment in 5 minutes. I love you all so much.
I love you very much. Have a blessed day.
Please support Diane today at noon when she goes live. And if you want to come into the silent meditation with Enlightened World, that's today at 10 o'clock this morning.
And do join us tomorrow. There's an event for an addictions workshop. And we're going to do some releasing and see what we can do to kind of get some of those monkeys off our back. And that's tomorrow at 11 a.m. And it's a private workshop in the Angelic River group. You'll see the post and the Zoom room link there. So have a great day, everybody. Love each other.
I love you.
And tell somebody you love them today.
Absolutely. Share that love. You just received a love bomb, so don't hold on to it. Share it out. I love you.
I love you. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.